The late 1980s, a time of excess of rock and roll, rebellion, and one voice cut through the noise with the defining signature scream. Sam Kinison, born in Yakima, Washington in 1953, Samuel Burrell Kinison began his professional life not the stage of comedy store, but in the pulpit, following his Pentecostal preacher father. Today, we talk about him, here on the Disturbing 90s.
This video contains subject matter that may be graphic. Viewer discretion is advised.
For a time, the man who would become comedy's wild thing delivered fire and brimstone sermons. By the early 1980s, Kinison traded the cloth for a microphone. His raw, unapologetic, and brutally honest humor often tackled religion and relationships, quickly earned him a reputation. His big break came on Rodney Dangerfield's HBO special in 1985, catapulting him to national fame. With a unique scream and delivery, a rock star lifestyle, he became a comedic powerhouse, headlining sold-out shows and making memorable film appearances, like Back to School and on television shows. But behind the roar, Kinison wrestled with his personal demons and struggled with substance abuse. By the early 1990s, however, things appeared to be changing. Friends noted he was attempting to clean up his act. His career was experiencing a resurgence, and he had just remarried his third wife a week before his tragic final chapter of his life, the last road trip. It was the night of Friday, April 10th, 1992. Kinison was 38 years old. His new wife were driving his Pontiac Turbo Trans Am on a 2-lane highway northwest of Needles, California. They were heading to Nevada, where Kinison was scheduled to perform a sold-out show at the Riverside Casino. At approximately 9:20 p.m., a southbound pickup truck suddenly swerved into the northbound lane, attempting to pass another vehicle. The pickup truck was driven by a 17-year-old who had been drinking, struck Kinison's Trans Am head-on. The impact was catastrophic. Kinison, who was reportedly not wearing a seatbelt, smashed his head against the windshield. Despite the severity of the collision, his wife suffered only a concussion. Initial reports from the scene were deceptively calm. Kinison appeared stable with only minor facial wounds, got out of the wreckage and sat down on the side of the road. The final moments it was there, on the highway shoulder, that the internal damage from the crash took a hold. According to his brother, who was present, Kinison began speaking, seemingly to no one. His last reported words were a series of questions and a final surrender. Witnesses recall him saying, "Why now?" followed by a pause, and then, "But why?" After a second pause, he finally stated, okay. Within minutes, Kinison succumbed to his traumatic injuries. The driver of the pickup later pled guilty to vehicular manslaughter with gross negligence. He was sentenced to 1 year probation and 300 hours of community service, and a 2-year suspension of his driver's license. Sam Kinison, the comedian prophet who once roared at the heavens, died at the scene, leaving behind a legacy. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow. And check us out on upinthepast.com.